Hello there. I've gotten a few questions lately about how I can group boards, perhaps into like subfolders or something like that, because what can happen is your home board can get very, very busy, especially if you're a consultant or working with multiple teams. You might want to group your boards into teams or projects. And so I'm going to show you a little bit of a workaround for that today, since we only have one My Boards section. But we can link boards to boards. And so we've done this with our template boards library as well. And what I'm going to do is show you a way that you might do this. So you could do this if you had multiple clients or multiple projects, or if you wanted to create a board of template boards for your own purposes, you might want to do this. Um, so what I've done here is you can see I've got XYZ Corp in my demo system. There are multiple boards and I want to kind of group those all into one particular board. So what I've done is I've created a sort of master board or a menu board, and I have done a few of these already. Um, what I've got here is two different ways to approach this. So you can see here, this one I've used a link field and I've associated the image with the link field. And what I like to do is kind of provide a snapshot of what the board looks like underneath. You don't have to do that. Um, and then of course this is in the image view. You can do title view if you want to have the picture just be small and have more boards on one screen. You can certainly do that. But you can see here the image. If I put a link on my image view, I can click just on that and it's going to, in one click, open up that board. You can see that it does that in a separate tab. And a lot of times when I'm working with Cardsmith, I'll have multiple boards open in multiple tabs. That's cool. That works great. Um, so here I'm going back to my menu. And on this particular one, also, I've got a link field that opens up that board in one click. If I'm doing something around templates, I may not want people to go directly into the board. I might want to have them look at the card first. And so here we've got that. So now when I click on this board, you can see this is an image field. And then down here, I've got click to open the board. So just a little different approach. If you want people to open up the card, maybe read some instructions, look around before they go ahead and click, that might be a better way to do it. So essentially what we're doing here in order to build this is, one thing you need to know is that every board has a unique URL. And so I'm going to open up my Q3 board here and I can just copy this URL. And then if I were to go put that into a card like that, let's go ahead and do it the link way. I would just put the URL in here. And in this case, maybe I'm not going to do uh, a link field. I could just, let's see, edit that. Let me go ahead and choose a image. We'll see if we can get this to work. I'll refresh my board here because it doesn't seem to be picking up that image. And now it looks like it's working. Let's go back one more time. Yep. So now you can see this card has turned this image into a link directly from the card face. I can click on it and open the board. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. Just so you are aware, any particular card also has a unique URL. So you can create cards that link to other cards, either in the board, the same board, or on a different board. Oh, and if I want to clean up here, what I can do as well is I can archive these boards. So I could just move them to the archive section. They're still going to live in my account. They're still accessible. And you can see here I can go back in and click on that strategy board and it's still going to find it. It's still going to let me edit it, but I've gotten it off of my home board. In the future, we plan to add different drawers or different rooms that you can put multiple boards inside. But for now, this is a good way to work with boards and consolidate them into a kind of a menu of boards. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.